And here's another advanced stat from John Schumann. It's regarding Markieff Morris. And of 179 players who attempted at least 100 shots from the mid-range between the paint and the three-point line, Markieff Morris ranked 177th in mid-range field goal percentage, connecting on just 27% of his mid-range shots. Remember to hit up NBA.com/stats for more. And as promised, ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Davis and Richmond on the court, and AD helped the young fella out. How can Markieff Morris become a better mid-range shooter?
Well, the first thing I think you have to do is just make sure you know your limitations. If your shooting percentage is not where it want to be and you're shooting shots kind of long range, we call it mid-range.
Like this?
Yeah, if you're shooting shots like that, that's not where you're supposed to be.
That's not a good shot, AD.
And to me, I didn't have range like that anyway, so I stayed closer to the basket. And if I'm going to give him any kind of advice, it's just step in a little bit further. I think with anything you do, even if it's a pick and roll, you're setting yourself up, step out and get to a position where when you catch, you're just a little bit closer in. Now everything lines up. You're not shooting long-range shots, and I bet you his percentage goes up a little bit.
And, Mitch, a lot of times last year it was catch and shoot for Markieff Morris. Does he need just one dribble, just one escape dribble? Would that help him out a lot and maybe cozy up to the rim a little bit?
I think so. I think, Steve Nash can be a gift and a curse to a big guy who don't know where he needs to shoot the ball, because usually when Nash penetrates, throws you the ball, you're open. But you need to step in a little bit and get yourself in a place where you know that you can make the shot. He shot 42% last year from Kansas when he went to Kansas University. The three is a little longer than it was in Kansas. So you need to kind of step yourself in, get yourself in a knife groove, and take the shot.
Now, you noticed that he took a lot of long twos last year. How can he change that? Because that's a bad shot. So how can he iron out that wrinkle?
I'm number one. I always shot long.
How many of your 20,000 plus points came on long twos?
I could have had about 27,000 if I would have took a three or took a two. But you have to make sure that you're in position to take the shot and take a shot with your legs up under you and a good range for yourself. I think he needs to step in a little bit, and I think he will be fine if he does that.
So, AD, last year, Marcin Gortat spiked all the way up to 15 and 10 in the points and rebounds, but he had Steve Nash as his point guard, running that awesome pick and roll that they had there. How does it change with Dragic? Are they going to run as much pick and roll? Can Gortat be as effective with Dragic?
I think he can be just as effective. I think most of the time when you watch him play, he's a big who can catch the ball on the move, or he can catch the ball in the post. So I think that they're going to do a little bit of the same, but I think more importantly now, as we heard Alvin Gentry say, is now we got a guy who can catch the ball in the post, who can take his time, maybe even demand a double team every now and then, and make some plays for our team. So I imagine this guy posting up a little bit more, getting better with his back to the basket, and making his team more effective.